Hi there, Simon from simonwoods.com. I've got Red Burgundy today. I've got 4 from 2008, 1 from 2007, all Bourgogne Rouge from different parts. I think they're mostly, they tend to be all Cote d'Or. So could be that the vineyards here are just outside the village boundaries for better known villages, or it could be that it's in the right area, but the vine's just that bit too young that the producer thinks, now we'll siphon that off and put it into a lesser wine and maintain the quality of our regular one. First 2 wines, I have a strong feeling that these are identical wines. You'll see from the photos. Labels look quite different, but the corks say exactly the same thing. It's Cuvée de Réserve from Maison Roche de Bellène, and Maison Roche de Bellène it's not a winery that's been around for a long time, but you might be familiar with the Nicolas Potel. Nicolas Potel, his family used to own a domain in Volnay. Yeah, Volnay, called Domaine de la Pousse d'Or, sold out 15 so years ago, and Nicolas set up on his own. Then started working with the company Cote Labouré, and about 3 years ago went his own way. So yeah, one of them's under Tanner's own label, one's under the regular Maison Roche de Bellène. Let's see if they are the same. Well, there's a young raspberry and strawberry wildness about this. I mean, I've had these at room temperature for quite a while, but it still feels like it's a wine that needs to do a lot of coming out of its shell. I've only just opened it. There's a juicy cherry-like earthiness about that. That's really nice, but it feels like it needs to really come out of its shell and rock, and I think it will do. But Burgundy is one of those classic wines where if you leave a glass of it, you haven't got round to finishing one night, you try it, it's still on the table next morning at breakfast. Give it a go often, especially with the young wines. It's all the better for it. But that's shaping up very nicely. Let's see whether this one tastes pretty much the same. So this is the Tanner's bottling, looks the same colour, smells much the same. Yeah, the same jolliness. This cherry raspberry character. Nice wine. If anything, it feels slightly more forward than the one under the regular label. Maybe it's been kept somewhere warmer that's made it evolve that bit quicker. Who can tell? But both shaping up nicely. Okay, we are with Henri Prudhomme now, and he's got vineyards in Côte de Beaune, so the southern bit, Saint-Aubin around there. Let's see what his 2008 is like. Well, one thing I noticed first of all, it's a paler colour than the Potel wines. And there's a slightly earthy stalkiness to it. Sometimes what people will do is they will completely de-stem their grapes. They put it almost through like something like a big colander that revolves, and the grapes end up going through the holes, and there's these things that grab the grape stalks and pull them off without any grapes on. But some people actually like to put whole bunches into the fermentation, and they say it gives a special character. One of the things it will do is give more of a character of the actual stems. So I don't know whether they've 100% de-stemmed their grapes here. Yeah, they'll have this smoky stalkiness, but surrounding a rather nice, rather pretty strawberry, gentle strawberry, wild strawberry character. Now, whereas the Potel wines were, yes, they still needed a bit of time to come out of their shell. This one is not anal retentive clenched, but it really is. That for me is one of the problems with tasting Burgundy and then making an instant assessment, because it feels like that's a wine that will today just not provide you with really much charm at all. I wouldn't be surprised though if I come back to it, when I say today I mean at this time now at 3:30, but I wouldn't be surprised if I come back to it like 7:30, that it's had a chance to actually come out of its shell, and that little strawberry character is starting to take over. Burgundy always proves you wrong. You think you've got your handle on it, and then you change your mind, and then each of the wine changes, but keep tasting it because the good ones are brilliant. This is the Bourgogne Les Bons Bâtons from Domaine Michel and Patrice Rion, who are based down in Nuit Saint-Georges. Comes with a screw cap. Smoky bacon. There's a real, it's a type of oak that people are using here, and I'm not sure whether is it Dami or I don't know who the cooper is, but there are some coopers whose barrels impart a really quite distinctive smoky bacon character to the wines, and it's a bit of a struggle to get past that smoky bacon character. Too much? Let's see when the wine opens up. Well, taste it first. That's got delicious fruit. It's got this. There's still this wildness about this, wild berries, and there's this wild raspberry, black cherry, earthy, plummy, and that smoky bacon character that maybe takes over the nose. It just fits in really nicely with the wine here. Supple, long, tasty, complex. Certainly the most interesting so far, and yeah, feels like it's got quite a bit of developing still to do. I like that. Final wine, Gislaine, sorry, Barto. This is Bourgogne Rouge 2007. Now she's based in Chambol, and she makes some really nice wines there, and some people say that you can tell whether a wine's been made by a woman because there's a finer touch to it, but certainly there is a finesse about her wines, and I've enjoyed her Bourgogne Rouge in the past, and let's see what this one's like. It's weird, it's got that same sort of smoky bacon character. I don't know whether they're buying barrels from the same people. It's not as big a wine as the Rion was, and because of that, you notice that smoky bacon more. But again, I think that there's a wine underneath that is really aching to get out. So yes, I will come back to all of these later and report back, because I think at the moment, yeah, they're showing at 60 to 70% of their full potential. Well, 24 hours after I first opened them. No, it's not. It's 23 hours and 25 minutes since I first opened these 5 wines. Let's see, well, since I first tasted them, let's see how they've got on. First two, we think they're the same wine. It's the Roche Bellène from Nicolas Potel. And what seems to have happened here is the fruit that was already nice yesterday seems to have just blossomed a little bit more. Structure gone into the background, fruit blossoming. Black currant, yeah, this cherry, raspberry, even a hint of apple there. Wine number 2, the Tanner's one. I mean, they look very similar to each other. Maybe that one's just a little bit more evolved, but still, I think that's going to be better tomorrow. Yesterday, Monsieur Prud'homme, wine number 3, his wine was looking a bit scrawny and stalky, so it feels like a sweeter, rounder, richer wine today. And once again, I still think that another couple of days, this is what I'm going to say in the future. Open your wine on a Friday, serve it on a Sunday. Maybe not all that great, but yeah, it shows a bit how good it is how important it is to let wines breathe. So decant your wines, even white wines. Pour them back in the bottle, otherwise it looks like something from a hospital, let's just put it that way. Wine number 4, the Bon Baton from Rion. Yesterday it had this smoky bacon type of oak and this quite firm, fleshy fruit underneath. Well, the smoky bacon oak is sort of just tailing away now, and the fruit you're left with is this really rich, solid, not stolid, but just firm and yeah, my fruit's bigger than yours type of character. It's a weighty wine. When I say weighty, what I mean is it's got a real depth and earthy, grunty, almost iron-like flavour. Very Nuit Saint-Georges, firm, solid, maybe not the most elegant of Burgundies, but yeah, a bit of a bruiser, and a tasty bruiser at that. Let's try the final one, Gislaine's 2007, the only one from 2007. Again, yesterday this had this smoky bacon oak. Let's see what's happened to that. The smoky bacon is just there in the background, but the fruit on top of it has just got bigger and bigger, and it's got this floral elegance, which is really nice. Yeah, classy wine. Actually, the one I'm still not sure about is the Prud'homme. I think I almost want to keep that for another few days just to see what happens to it. My favourite is probably, actually they're all different. Horses for courses, wines for different days of the week. I enjoyed them all. See you soon.